Hey guys, welcome to Cape Town, South Africa. This place is absolutely stunning, trust me. From the iconic Table Mountain to the vibrant culture, Cape Town has something for everyone. But let's be real, navigating a new city can be tricky. That's why I'm here to give you the inside scoop, the good, the bad, and the you're better off staying on the bus advice. We'll be exploring the must-visit spots, the hidden gems, and yeah, even the places you might want to avoid. Think of me as your personal travel guide, minus the khaki shorts and the constant need to show you pictures of my cat. So buckle up, grab some biltong, that's South African beef jerky by the way, and let's dive into everything Cape Town has to offer. Okay, let's talk Table Mountain. You literally can't miss it. It's this massive, flat-topped mountain overlooking the city, and trust me, the views from up there, breathtaking. You can hike up, which I've heard is a great way to burn off all those kook sisters you'll be eating. But for those of us who prefer our inclines a little less inclined, there's a cable car. Yeah, they installed a cable car because even mountains need to be accessible these days. Now the hike can take a few hours depending on your fitness level. And let's be honest, your level of procrastination when you see that Instagram-worthy view. But the cable car, it whisks you up in about 5 minutes, giving you more time to soak in the panoramic views of the city, the ocean, and maybe even spot a daisy or two. These little guys are like the rock hyraxes of the rodent world, and they're absolutely adorable. Just, admire them from a distance. They're cute, but they're not there to hand out selfies. So, whether you choose to conquer the mountain by foot or take the scenic route, Table Mountain is a must-see for any visitor. Now, if you're looking for a place to stay that's as impressive as the view from Table Mountain, let me introduce you to the Silo Hotel. This place is next level. It's built in this old grain silo right on the V&A waterfront. The kind of place that makes you want to wear a monocle and sip brandy even if you don't know what brandy actually tastes like. The architecture is something else. It's like industrial chic meets modern art with these huge pillowed windows that bulge out, giving you insane views of the city and the waterfront. And don't even get me started on the rooftop bar. It's the perfect place to grab a sundowner, which is South African for a drink you have while watching the sunset. But be warned, the Silo Hotel is not for the budget traveler. This is a place where you can easily drop a few thousand rand on a single night. But hey, if you've got it, flaunt it. And if you don't, well, you can always take a walk past and pretend you're there for a meeting. Just make sure you look important. Now let's talk food because let's be real. That's the real reason we travel, right? And Cape Town? This city knows how to eat. Specifically, we need to talk about Cape Malay cuisine. It's this incredible fusion of flavors with influences from Malaysia, Indonesia, India, and of course, South Africa. Think fragrant curries, spicy samosas, and boba tea, which is like this baked mince dish with a sweet and savory custard topping. Trust me, it's way more delicious than it sounds. And for dessert, you have to try malva pudding. It's this sticky, sweet, caramelized pudding that's like a warm hug for your taste buds. One of the best things about Cape Malay cuisine is that it's everywhere. You can find it in fancy restaurants, casual cafes, and even some of the best home kitchens in the city. So do yourself a favor and come hungry, because your taste buds are in for a treat. Chapter 4. The People of Cape Town Warmth. You can feel. Now, one of the things that makes Cape Town so special is the people. They are some of the friendliest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. It's a melting pot of cultures, languages, and backgrounds, and everyone seems to just get along. You can be walking down the street and have a complete stranger strike up a conversation with you, and it's not weird at all. It's just Cape Town. And the best part? They're always willing to help you out, whether you're lost, looking for a good place to eat, or just need someone to talk to. So don't be afraid to strike up a conversation with the locals. You might just make a new friend. Just, maybe avoid talking about politics, unless you're ready for a very passionate debate. But seriously, the people are what make Cape Town feel like home, even if you're just visiting. Chapter 5. District 6. Museum, a story that needs to be told. Now, no trip to Cape Town is complete without a visit to the District 6 Museum. This place is powerful. It tells the story of District 6, a vibrant, multicultural community that was forcibly removed during the apartheid era in South Africa. You'll see photographs, personal stories, and artifacts that paint a picture of a community that was torn apart but never forgotten. It's a reminder of the dark history of apartheid, but it's also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It's an emotional experience, but it's an important one. It's a chance to learn about the past and to reflect on how far we've come. And it's a reminder that we can never take our freedom for granted. Chapter 6. My City Bus Service. Your ticket to adventure. Okay, let's talk about getting around Cape Town. Now, you could rent a car, but honestly, the traffic can be a bit of a nightmare. Plus, have you seen how they drive on the left side of the road? It's like they're living in a mirror universe. So, what's the best way to get around? The My City Bus Service. It's affordable, reliable, and it'll take you pretty much anywhere you want to go in the city. Plus, it's a great way to see the sights and sounds of Cape Town. You know, like the time I saw a guy walking a baboon on a leash. True story. Just make sure you get a My Connect card, which you can load with money and use on all the My City buses. It's like the Oyster card of Cape Town, but with less rain and more penguins. So ditch the rental car, hop on the My City bus, and let someone else do the driving. You can thank me later. Now let's talk about safety, because it's important to be aware of your surroundings, no matter where you are in the world. Cape Town is generally a safe city, but like any big city, there are areas you might want to avoid, especially at night. Now, I'm not saying you can't go out after dark, but just be smart about it. Stick to well-lit areas, walk with a friend, and if you're going to be out late, maybe take an Uber. And as tempting as it might be to explore those dark alleys at 3 a.m., just don't. Trust me, the only thing you'll find down there is probably a stray cat and a whole lot of regret. So use your common sense, be aware of your surroundings, and you'll be fine. Okay, let's talk accommodation. Now, Cape Town has a wide range of options, from budget-friendly hostels to 5-star hotels. But here's the thing. When it comes to budget hotels, location is key. There are some areas where you might find incredibly cheap deals, but trust me, you get what you pay for. We're talking questionable cleanliness, questionable security, and maybe even a few questionable smells. So, unless you're a fan of budget accommodation with a side of adventure, it's best to spend a little extra and stay in a more reputable area. Your peace of mind and your nose will thank you. Now, I know I said Cape Town is a food lover's paradise, and it is. But there's one thing you need to be careful of: street food from unverified vendors. Look, I love a good bunny chow as much as the next person, but if you're going to eat from a street vendor, make sure it's from a reputable one. Look for crowds, check for hygiene standards, and if your gut is telling you something's off, trust it. No one wants to spend their vacation battling a bout of food poisoning. So, when in doubt, play it safe and head to a restaurant or a food market with established vendors. Your stomach will thank you. Now, you're going to see these things everywhere in Cape Town minibus taxis. They're these white vans that operate as a sort of informal public transport system. They're cheap, they're chaotic, and they're definitely an experience. But unless you're feeling particularly adventurous, or you're a huge fan of adrenaline rushes, I'd recommend sticking to the My City bus or Uber. Minibus taxis have a bit of a reputation for reckless driving, overcrowding, and sometimes even crime. So, unless you're fluent in minibus taxi hand signals and you're comfortable with a little bit of uncertainty, it's best to leave this mode of transport to the locals. Your nerves and your insurance company will thank you. So, there you have it, your guide to the best and worst of Cape Town. From the breathtaking views of Table Mountain to the delicious flavors of Cape Malay cuisine, this city has something for everyone. Just remember to stay safe, be aware of your surroundings, and most importantly, have fun. Who knows, maybe I'll see you at the top of Table Mountain or queuing for a Gatsby. Either way, safe travels and enjoy your time in beautiful Cape Town.